Good morning, friends, and thank you for tuning in to Proud Parent, sponsored by Berry Global. My name is Nate McCullough-Haddix, Deputy Director of Your Children's Museum. Today, we are back for another segment of Proud Parent, which is a speaker series that aims to provide information and resources for parents to better support our growing community's children. Today's topic is about summer enrichment and learning. After the year we've had, summer programs will be key to our community's recovery efforts to address lost instructional and extracurricular time as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is important to remember that our cultural organizations have been and will continue to be critical community resources. Our panelists will discuss how their organizations are providing safe, welcoming, and inclusive environments that re-engage students socially, emotionally, and academically. We hope you will walk away from this segment with a better understanding of the types of summer programs being offered. I'm excited to dive into the conversation. We'll start with self-introductions. So starting with you, Anne, please share your role and what exciting new programs you'll be offering this summer, as well as maybe some of the ways that community can best support these programs, as well as your organization.
Good morning, Nate. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this conversation. I'm Anne McKim, the Executive Director of the Arts Council of Southwestern Indiana, and we're located at 212 Main Street in downtown Evansville, Indiana. We are an arts programmer. We're an arts nonprofit, and so all of the opportunities that we provide to families are free, open to the public, and accommodating of all ages and needs. This summer, we have a great series of music on our roof. It's creatively called the On the Roof series. And what we do is program a huge variety of musicians and bands to take part in these free concerts. The reason that this is really important for families particularly is that there's not a lot of all ages venues for hearing music in Evansville. And we all know how great and important it is to be able to expose kids to music. You'll certainly hear more about that from my colleague in a little bit with the Philharmonic. But this is a bit more of a casual environment. Come if they're on Saturday nights generally. So we encourage families to come on down, check out the art exhibits that we have, and then bring their little ones up to the roof to hear some local talent. Like everything else, free, of course. And we do have an elevator to make sure that access to the roof is fully accessible for all of our guests, even including those pushing strollers. And the other thing that we have going on that we really love to see kids at are our art exhibits. We have openings for our exhibits every 5 weeks or so as the exhibitions rotate through the gallery. These are all local artists. A lot of the work's for sale, and I would be remiss not to mention that when you purchase a piece of local art, you are in fact supporting a creative professional in our community. And it's so important to keep these folks here. So we really do encourage that type of support as well. As far as what we're doing outside of our space at 212 Main Street, we are the programmers for the artists of Haney's Corner First Fridays. So the first Friday of every month, another great family-friendly activity. Come down to the Haney's Corner Arts District neighborhood and wander around businesses, grab something to eat, check out the local artists. There's a really incredible block party that occurs just down Washington as well, with even more artists that we are not responsible for, but we certainly want folks to check out all of the arts going on in the neighborhood. We had our kickoff in June, and these will continue through the end of the summer into September. We're looking forward to the Front Porch Fest series that occurs Labor Day weekend, and that is another great opportunity for families to walk around and hear music and appreciate the neighborhood. We have Parks Fest that's a little bit further into the fall, but another free music concert in Garvin Park that has lots of family-friendly activities. All of these programs we have tried to design to keep participants as safe and healthy as possible. We do encourage folks who aren't vaccinated to wear masks. That encourages children, although of course we recognize that the very young, sometimes that's not the correct option for them. We are delighted when we can do our programming outdoors to add that extra level of safety. Oh my gosh, what else are we doing? So much. Something really fun that we're working with you on is the Downtown Dino Trail project, where we have 12 art installations, sculptures, murals, um, bike racks, benches, that kind of thing that are dinosaur themed, designed and created by local artists that are about to be installed, connecting Mickey's Kingdom by the riverfront and the Evansville Museum with the Children's Museum of Evansville. And that project will highlight downtown eateries, merchants, activities that are family friendly. It will get you guys out and walking and give you a chance to explore our community.
Kim,
Wow.
all of this, yeah, and it sounds just incredible. It sounds like we're going to be dancing all summer because of the Arts Council. So thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Thank you again for giving us a chance to share all these programs.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. So Kim, up next, please tell us a little bit about what the Philharmonic has planned and how you guys are coming back in a big way.
Hi, I'm Kim Breedemeyer. I'm the executive director for the Philharmonic, and we take a little bit of time off in the summer because we're going from about August until May. We just had a wonderful program at Bosse Field, which is the first time we've had the pleasure of playing there in our history. But we have a few things that are going on this summer, and one of those being Sounds of Summer that we're introducing here in the next week or two. And what that will be is virtual content. Parents can go to our website and there'll be information for school age children to interact with music. And then along with that, coming in July, that's tied to the educational engagement program, is that we'll have musicians out in the community so that you can come and see us, which is something that we haven't done, and we're very excited to have that offering for students and families, parents this summer to get their kids out. We have done a lot of virtual content through the pandemic. We've also played during the pandemic. You've seen us out. Our home is Evansville, the tri-state. You see us a lot at the Victory Theater, but you're seeing the Philharmonic out more and more in different and new creative locations. We have performed at the zoo, we've performed at the Children's Museum, we've performed at the Evansville Museum, and down at the Arts Council, and at the African American Museum, and Weisselmann Woods. We're gonna play there coming next May. So we're getting around. You can hear us. Music has the power of healing and comfort, and has gotten so many of us through this pandemic this year. So if you're not dancing at the Arts Council, come over and dance with the Philharmonic and hear us. And most importantly, we'll be announcing our season for the fall today in front of the Victory Theater.
How exciting.
And that happened at 1:00. But I'm very pleased to let all parents and all families know that students will be entirely free next year for the 2021-2022 season to any of the Philharmonic concerts. And that is a wonderful, generous donation by many supporters of the Philharmonic. So we are very pleased to announce that today.
Absolutely. What a wonderful offering for our community's children. Because you did touch on the pandemic, as we come out of this dark stretch for all of our organizations, is there any particular community support that you may be looking to or asking for these summer months?
Sure. Come out and enjoy. Come out and enjoy the Philharmonic. Get your season ticket. Get lined up to come out to the performances in the fall. Look at our website, engage with us in Facebook and Instagram and all of our social media platforms. Come in and see us. We're in the Fifth Third Bank building. You can come and see the administrative offices. Roger Collia, our music director, has wonderful things planned, which you'll see on our virtual press release later
Yeah.
today and this week. Some new offerings that we have. We'll continue with our diversity series, and the kids will see us in the schools this year. And that's something that we didn't have an opportunity to do last year because of the pandemic. Donate, come and see us, and support the arts in Evansville.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I know the kids here at SEMO loved the diversity series when you came. So yeah, we will very much look forward to seeing everything you have to offer this summer. Mr. Kori, over at the African American Museum, what can you tell us about what summer looks like for you all?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for allowing me to participate in this program. I am excited about the summer. First of all, one of our fundraisers this weekend on Saturday, which is June 19th, commonly referred to now as Juneteenth, we are partnering with the Evansville Otters to do a tribute to the Negro baseball leagues, which there was actually more than one league, but which started in the 20s when, of course, African Americans weren't allowed to, to play in the major leagues. So we'll be highlighting the Negro leagues. And so both teams, the Otters and the Thunderbolts, will be wearing authentic Negro League jerseys. And I mean, it's not just two different jerseys, but all the jerseys. So
Yeah,
it should be exciting. And those uniforms back then, they were very heavy flannel wool. So it's going to be a really exciting evening. We are actually giving away tickets. They gave us initially 3,000 tickets, and generally tickets are, I think, $5, but we decided we want to see people there. It's a great tribute. So far we had to go back and ask for more tickets. We've given out about 3,500 tickets to people who said they were coming. So in addition to that, the game generally starts at 6:35, but there'll be a tailgating party out front starts at 5. So we'll have bouncy houses and DJ. I think the Tri-State Glitters are going to be dancing. And I understand that the Department of Health now will be there to provide vaccinations for people who have not been vaccinated. So we're selling T-shirts. We have created a commemorative Negro Leagues, an Evansville Otters T-shirt for sale. We have plenty of those available, as well as tickets for anybody who wants to come. Like I said, it's free. Just come pick up some tickets. T-shirts are $20 for adults, $15 for youth. And so, we're looking forward to that this Saturday.
Wonderful. Any other events that we should know about coming up later on in the summer?
Yeah, later in the summer, we're also planning a night of art and jazz, which will, we're trying to connect with the community and let people know that, hey, we're happening. I'm the new executive director at the museum. And so I lived in LA for 36 years, and there were a lot of things to do. And I'm really blessed to be a part of this group and this alliance, because I want to see Evansville do good and be great, and as we are. Evansville is kind of like, I used to remember it being called an all-American city. And so I think by us working together, we can make that a reality for sure. And so we're doing, and so that night of art and jazz will be out on the front lawn, and bistro style tables. We're speaking to Monty Skelton and Gina Moore about being out there. We'll have artwork out front, and it, of course, is a free event. And that date is July 24th at 6 p.m. And so there'll be more information about that. Also, we're participating with the Journey to Justice that the University of Evansville is doing, their diversity and inclusion program. They're taking a bus tour all the way to the south, through the south, visiting a lot of museums, understanding, a lot of, what has happened in, with history and so it starts at the Evansville African American Museum, and then it'll continue to move on through the south. And for more information, you would probably need to talk to Rob Shelby at the University of Evansville. And just our Wonder Lab is set up for kids as well. It's one of our newest exhibits. We're working on another exhibit for the Lincoln Avenue Boardwalk Project. And I also want to mention that we do have exhibits at the Eastland Mall. We've been given, in partnering with Eastland Mall, we have been given a storefront for about 6 months. So we'll be changing out that exhibit, probably every month. We started with a women's suffrage exhibit, and now we have up the Never Forgotten Art of Activism exhibit, which I also noticed that SEMO is there at the mall as well now. So that's becoming another, art gallery, at the mall, which is very cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it was a pleasure getting to meet you. Welcome to the community. And anyone that's watching, if you've not had the pleasure of going to visit the African American Museum here in town, it is truly a community treasure and one that we want around for a long time. So Mr. Zach over there at Wesselman's, what's big in the summer news?
Hey everyone, very happy to see all of you. Hey Nate, thanks so much for inviting us. I'm Zach Garcia. I'm the Associate Executive Director here at Weisselmann Woods, the largest urban old growth forest in the United States. We are so fortunate to have this cultural and natural treasure here in Evansville. This summer has been a whirlwind already. We just finished our first summer camp last week, and it was a lot of fun. And we still have spots open for the summer camps that we're going to be having for the rest of the summer. So we have Junior Forest League, and that starts next week. And that is going to be an Indiana Master Naturalist Certification program for children. So if you want your kid to be a certified naturalist with DNR, so the Department of Natural Resources in Indiana, go ahead and sign up for that summer camp. We also have Mastering the Elements. That's going to be at the end of summer. And Mastering the Elements is going to be looking at earth, wind, fire, and air. And it's going to be a camp that's going to be focusing on team building, learning about the natural world, and just having fun out in the forest, out in the nature playscape, out in the forest. So that's what we have as for summer camps. And then for larger events this summer, we're going to have blacklight events. So that's going to be happening on June 19th. And July 17th. And those are going to be happening in the evening. So they start at 9 p.m. And the blacklight events, it's not a party. We have white sheets, and then we set up black lights. And what you can do is you can see a lot of arthropods, specifically moths, at night on the sheets. So we'll be doing that this summer. We also have Library Day. And that's in partnership with EVPL. And we're going to have animal encounters, guided hikes, story time, and that's going to start at 9:30 on June 30th. And then we also have Wellness in the Woods. That's going to be happening later in the summer, September 24th to the 26th. And that'll be all weekend. It'll be free to everyone. And it's exploring the forest through body, mind, and spirit. So we're going to have yoga, we're going to be having guided hikes. There's going to be a number of activities going on that weekend. And again, it's free for everyone. It's open to the public. Trying to think of what else. We're already gearing up for the fall. We're going to be having our Junior Forest League happening again. We're going to be having Little Eco Scholars. And we're going to be starting a new program for older kids, and that's going to be our after-school nature journaling club. So we're going to be having that series start as well. So we have a lot going on, super excited for it. What else? Please come visit Weisselmann Woods.
Absolutely.
Again, largest urban old growth forest in the United States. Visit Howell Wetlands. I know we all have a soft spot for Howell Wetlands in our hearts, so please visit Howell Wetlands, give some love to Howell. You can follow us on social media. So we're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we're also on TikTok. So make sure you see some of our TikTok videos. They're a lot of fun. Donate.
Well,
Donations.
I tell you what, after a year of being locked inside, I need some time outside. Nature is healing. So hopefully
Yes.
we'll all be headed your way here sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Please donate. If you buy a membership, we always have discounts with, getting a membership. And yeah, like you said, Nate, it's so wonderful that, we can be outside and commune in nature, especially when we're all cooped up inside. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Come out to
Well,
us.
thank you so much. So it looks like next up is Miss Karen Malone from the Evansville Museum.
Hey, thanks so much for having all of us.
Yes, thank you. What's summer fun look like at the Museum of Arts and Sciences?
Well, I think the big thing that families will be interested in is our Super Saturday programs. So the fourth Saturday of every month, we have a family learning opportunity where we have activities, special guests, games going on. And the one we have on June 26th is going to be really big. Thanks to a sponsorship that we have from D. Patrick, it's going to be free admission for everyone, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to have the Porsche Car Club come and have classic cars. Bo, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, is going to be there. So for all those dinosaur lovers out there, I really recommend coming to meet Bo and his baby siblings. And we're going to have fun activities, making paper airplanes. We're going to have live music and food trucks. And it'll all be from 11 to 3. And I'm so excited.
Wonderful, wonderful. What support do you need from the community coming out of such a challenging season?
Well, the big thing, I definitely recommend everyone follow us on Facebook because we're always putting cool videos, talks we're doing. I know membership makes a big difference to all our institutions, but I know sometimes it can be a stretch. So the museum has this brand new auto renewal membership option. So you can buy a year membership and pay on a monthly basis, just like your favorite streaming subscription service. So it breaks down to just $10 a month. And I know that can make it a really affordable way to support the museum and also have lots of fun all year round for families.
Wonderful. It sounds like not only is it going to be fun, but it'll be accessible to the community, which is always wonderful. Anything else before we jump on to our next organization?
Something I just like to remind people is we have a little something for everyone. We have hands-on science, we have art and history, we have the train, and we have the Cook Immersive Theater. So if people are interested and haven't visited us before, I recommend visiting us on our first Friday, which is free admission. That's from 11 to 5, first Friday of every month. Great way to test drive the museum with your family.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Last up, and certainly not least, we have Lauren with Monroe Park Zoo, and certainly not to steal any of your thunder, but we were lucky enough just to host, what was it, the 18-foot tall penguin. So we know you've got some big, exciting things coming down the pike.
I'm Lauren Norvell with the Monroe Park Zoo. I'm the education curator here, and we do have a lot of exciting things going on. Since shutdown last summer, we've been a really busy place because our zoo is mostly an outdoor experience. We have a few buildings, and in the beginning they were closed also, but we have definitely opened pretty much everything back up at this point, and families see it as a safe and healthy place to go. So we've had really good attendance, and we are, of course, getting ready for penguins, which is our next big exhibit, and that is opening in September. So we're in the not finishing, but we're about halfway through the construction of the exhibit. And so we expect and hope that by September we'll be ready to open it to the public. So our giant penguin, Hubert is his name, and he is a Humboldt penguin. And so he's visiting different places around town because how is that not fun to see the giant penguin around town? So yeah, we're getting a lot of help with donations for penguins. We still have a little bit of change to raise to cover the entire cost of the exhibit. But yeah, that's on the horizon. And so looking forward to that. As far as what we're doing for families, one thing that's new, and we're getting ready to kind of announce it. So this is a preview, but we're becoming a Culture City certified destination. And Culture City is a national certification, a voluntary certification to help with inclusion of those with sensitivities to stimuli. So it'll give tools to guests if they have members of their party that are overstimulated by loud noises or bright lights, and we'll have designated quiet places where they can go. And the tools include a backpack and a fidget spinner and a weighted blanket and a doodle pad and things like that that they can check out when they come to the zoo, and then check it back in when they leave. So there'll be some different ways we can accommodate those with those sensitivities. We also just started a community membership program. We got a grant for that, and basically any member of our regional Southwest Indiana regional area that are already qualified for SNAP benefits can come to the zoo anytime during business hours and sign up for a $5 annual membership. So they can basically come to the zoo all they want for $5. So that is brand new, and we just started doing that. We already have something like 200 families that have taken us up on that. So that is really exciting because it is definitely just trying to, do some more equity and inclusion because it's a great park. We want everyone to be able to enjoy it. As far as programs that we do have a docent program for adults over the age of 18, and we have a zoo team program for teens ages 13 to 18, and they're volunteer programs where we give them training, as much training as they want to do various things throughout the zoo. So that has really been rocking and rolling this summer because teens especially are ready to get out of the house and school's out and they need things to do. So we have, I think we have 45 new zoo teens this summer.
Wow.
So, yeah, and they help us with camp. Camp is an offering we have all summer. We have 8 full weeks of camp, full day camp. And we have also a mini series of half day camp. So our camps run for ages 3 to 13. We have a mini camp that's half day for the ages 3 through 5. And that's a once a week series for 6 weeks. And then we have a regular full day camp for ages 5 to 10. That's all day, every day. You book that by the week. And then we also have a tween series that's a single day camp. So tweens are they're stuck at home while parents are working, but they don't really like coming to camp 5 days a week every day either. So we created this single day opportunity so they can just get out of the house for a change that week. And camps, we have a variety of camps to offer. And we also have holiday camps throughout the school year. So when there's a school holiday, we might have a camp running. So you can check our website to look for those single day camps. We also have children's activities at the zoo every Saturday from 10 to 1 that are free. Sometimes they're in the family garden and sometimes they're in the children's forest. And so those are available. And we also have a Zoo Littles pre-K program starting in August. That is a once a week series as well on Tuesday and Friday mornings. So a lot going on at the zoo.
Yeah, wonderful. And just once again, I love hearing all of these accessibility opportunities from all of our organizations. It's just such a treat for our community here. Well, obviously, I'd be remiss if I didn't share some of the opportunities that we have here at SEMO. Coming out of this pandemic, the museum is back and in a big way. Last year, because of the pandemic, we were desperate to find an outdoor play space. We wound up shutting down our street bringing in nearly 3 tons of sand and creating our 5th Street Boardwalk. It was received so well last year that I do believe it's going to be an annual offering moving forward. 5th Street Boardwalk is open, and new this year, we are also offering beach birthday parties. So an opportunity to play in the sand, have your cake, your pizza, and then the full museum experience that you've come to know and love as well. This summer, we've also established some really great community partnerships. One with Burdett Park. Season pass holders of Burdett can now show their season pass at the museum and receive $3 off admission. Conversely, CMO members can also show their membership card at Burdett Park and receive $3 off there as well. In the hopes of turning Evansville into a more bike-friendly community, we've also partnered with the Evansville Trails Coalition and their bicycle incentive program. So now any families that feel safe enough to ride their bikes to the museum, you can show your helmet and once again receive a $3 discount on admissions. Last but certainly not least, this fall is a big year for us here at the museum. We are turning 15 years old and have some massive celebration planned for the entire year. I don't want to let too much out of the bag, but absolutely keep your eyes peeled on our website and our social media because it is very exciting. There truly has never been a better time to be a CMO member or to be a member with all of these wonderful organizations that have joined us here today. Before I close things out, is there anything that has gone unsaid? Anyone remember any final nuggets of wisdom before we go? All right. Well, Anne, Kim, Kori, Zach, Karen, and Lauren, thank you for sharing with us the great work you're doing to support kids. Parents out there listening, our cultural organizations are here to help get students back on track. So visit us and visit often. Goodbye, friends. We'll see you again all in September.
Bye.